This is Glenn Rice at Clearview Serichems. We're located at 5315 Overdale Drive, Los Angeles, California, 90043. And we're performing a video re-inspection through a 3-inch ABS cleanout located to the left of the front door as you approach the front door, just next to the water hose and the water main shut off. And this is our hose bib area here. Here's our water main shut off, and this goes towards our front door here, and this is out towards the street area here. And this is our 3-inch ABS cleanout, which is just in this plant area there. We went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here. What we're going to do is we're just going to drop down, and we're just going to take a good look at our line. It does appear that we're in black ABS sewer pipe. Appear to be a long length of black ABS sewer pipe, approximately 20 feet between joints. And we're just going to, that joint appears to be in fair condition. I'm going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of a turn. We're dropping down. And those joints appear to be in fair condition. And it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. Very difficult to see the transition here. As you can see, we do have a little bit of, it is rolling back, as you can see as I'm pulling back. A little bit of a dip in that area there, and it does appear that we are transitioning to 6-inch vitreous clay, but it's very difficult to tell here if they transition this 3-inch to 4-inch. As I pull back, I'm just going to take a double check it, and pushing out into the vitreous clay. And as we push out into the vitreous clay here, as you can see, we have a very large piece of vitreous clay here that's broken off. And it doesn't appear that this had been fixed. So again, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And on the way back, we'll mark that area. It's clear that we do have some concrete overpour in this joint here. And we're going to continue to push out. And we do have some concrete overpour in this joint as well. We do have a fairly large offset in this joint here from about the 7 o'clock area all the way around to about the 2 o'clock area. And again, it does appear that we do have some concrete overpour in that joint. We'll make a little bit of a turn. As you can see in this joint as well, we do have quite a bit of concrete overpour in that joint there. And we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to run some more water, get our camera lens nice and clear. And we're going to pull back and take a really good look at the vitreous clay. There was a really large piece of vitreous clay sitting in the line, and we just want to take a look at that. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and ran a little bit of water to help us rinse out a little bit of the stuff I was pushing through, a little bit of that concrete overpour that got chipped off, and try to rinse some of that out as I pull back. That way we don't see as much debris. Pulling back. Does appear to be a fairly large offset here in the saddle area. As you can see the full face of that pipe there. And as I pull back, you can see the large offset from about the 4 o'clock area all the way around to about the 9 o'clock area. There, you can see the offset in the saddle there. And we pull back, you can see the large offset there in the face of the pipe. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, see quite a bit of the concrete overpour in these joints here. And again, you do have an offset in that joint there from about the 8 o'clock area all the way around to about the 2 o'clock area. We'll just continue to pull back slowly. And again, more concrete overpour in this joint as well. Let's see. Quite a bit of concrete overpour in these joints. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, a little more concrete overpour in that joint. And again, we have a little more concrete overpour in that joint as well. As you can see, that's a piece of vitreous clay there. That's a fairly large piece of vitreous clay in that area there. And it does appear to be broken in this area. As you can see, you do have some fairly large pieces of vitreous clay. It's just hard to determine the break, if it's at the top or if is it in this area here. But as you can see, those are large pieces of vitreous clay. And that is at about the 33, 34 foot mark there, 35 foot. That's right at our curb area. And as we pull back, we're going to pull back and we're going to transition back into our black ABS sewer pipe. And those pieces there could have possibly been from where they had installed this section of pipe and tied it into the vitreous clay in our transition. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pull back slowly. Have a little bit of dip in those joints. All the vitreous, or the black ABS sewer pipe, all appeared to be in fair condition. And a little bit of a dip there, a little flat area there at the just before the transition to the vitreous clay. But again, very small belly in that area. We're just going to pull back slowly and trying to determine the transitioning of this pipe. If this is 3-inch or 4-inch. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, as I mentioned, all the joints in the black ABS sewer pipe all appear to be in fair condition.
You start there?
I'm going to continue to pull back. And pulling up. Again, very hard to determine. What we'll do is we'll take a really good look at this at the office and we'll determine the diameter of this pipe. So we're going to pull up and out of our 3-inch ABS cleanout, and that will conclude our video sewer reinspection. And as I mentioned, all the black ABS sewer pipe all appeared to be in fair condition. And it does appear that they did repair a section of vitreous clay in there, but there is some broken pieces of vitreous clay that are still left in the line. And those areas there will and can catch debris and cause some stoppages. So that will conclude our video sewer reinspection.